Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your man Ace back at it again. So, I'm actually working using ChatGPT to kind of script out what my talking points so I don't rumble on because I have a tendency to rumble on in these videos. I think the 15 minutes could be shortened, significantly. But anyway, so let's go ahead and jump into it. It is I think I updated the amount of days left here. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, so we got 181 days left, trading days left in 2025. And that starts as of April 23rd. Today's the 22nd. And what I just want to give you all a quick, like update for the past couple of days because I haven't posted and I want to talk about the reason why, and let's go from there. So, 8 days ago, yeah, I think it was 8 or 12 days, maybe 8 days ago. I had 3 red days and 3 red day bruises. 3.5K mentor buy-in. This is with my second mentor, and a slim gain today of 125 bucks. So can that fresh guidance turn the tide on a 49.5K deficit? So remember, just as a quick recap, I basically, using my second mentor strategy, I went up 17K in 1 week. And I think the total time it took me like significantly less than 2 hours to do it over the course of, all the trades. And then I deviated from the strategy, which was ill advised, but I deviated from the strategy and lost 40 racks. And then just kind of snowballed from there. So, anyway, I was like, let me get back to business. And so I decided to connect with my second mentor. And my first mentor is really good also, but the difference between the two is that my second mentor is specifically targeting. There's a few things that's different. One of which my second mentor live trades every single day, and he live trades, and his target is specifically the Mag 7, the Big 7, or whatever. Which I'm interested in the Big 7, specifically Tesla. But with his help, I feel comfortable trading any of those stocks alongside during his live trading sessions because he provides a signal. So anyway, but I could go over a couple of more benefits, but that's probably the most significant. And whereas my first mentor, he doesn't necessarily do that. He live trades once a week on Thursdays, and the format is a little bit more chaotic, if you will, because there's like 400 plus people, traders in the Zoom meet, and they're all like kind of chiming in, and oftentimes these cats is like being rude, you know what I'm saying, over talking people and stuff like that. So I think there needs to be a little bit more, you know, um, format, like control, moderation for that group. Whereas with my second mentor, they don't have live mics or hot mics. So basically, everyone's mic is muted and you have to put your questions into the chat, and then they periodically break and, ask or read the questions and answer the questions, which I like much more better because it streamlines the entire flow. So anyway, yeah, man, that's what it is. So right now, day 12, new mentor, new mindset, first green flicker after the triple red slump. All right. So again, this is day 12 of the 90-day comeback challenge and day 12 of the 181 days left in 2025. So ignore this for now. I need a red pen. Is this red? Yeah. So yeah, it's basically 181 days left in 2025. So fine. I've been feeling pretty excited. Like I had some feeling unexpectedly calm after joining Scarface Traders Lab for 3,500, and like I said, today had a modest 125 dollar win or profit, And so that chips away at the deficit. So it's now 49,375, right? But will this new mentorship and a refocused mindset be enough to reignite the climb toward a 25 to 100K profit goal? Remember, my minimum target is 25K. My max is 100. So let's dive into today's internal tug of war, because it definitely is psychologically, you know what I'm saying, and physically too, because that stress kind of weighs on the body, you know, as well. So tactical tweaks and a glimpse of hope amid tariff-fueled volatility. So let's see, we got today is Tuesday. We had earnings for Tesla, so we didn't trade Tesla, and but the plan is to trade Tesla tomorrow. Let's see. Now let me talk about the psychology that I've been dealing with. So like after these 3 red days, right, and obviously including the 40K, you know, loss. Basically, I'm almost 50K in the hole. But what if today's a fake green, right? What if that 3,500 was another sunken cost? You know what I mean? And now I have to deal with that part of myself, and then the opposite part of myself, which is saying like, breathe. You know, Scarface said, trade the plan, not the panic. We tighten the stops, we size down, and we're seeing the tape with their eyes now. All right, so one good habit at a time. So basically, I'm just looking to, you know, consider like my living expenses, rent, groceries, utilities. Then, you know, basically just kind of, you know, move from there. And but today, like I said, with participating in Scarface's live trading session today, it was phenomenally, like, significantly different. Like, I was mad calm, wasn't nervous, didn't feel anything really. I was just super excited, because I know that I went up 17 racks with using this strategy. So I was just like, these guys know what they're doing. And you could tell, like, let me show you real quick. Like, I didn't trade Tesla today. I actually jumped into Apple. So I'm trading whatever Scarface trades. All right, so take a listen, y'all.
Than these other names, but once again, Tesla has earnings later today, or at close today. So Tesla is just one of those names before earnings. You don't really want to touch it. We can touch it tomorrow after earnings.
Yeah, Tesla IV is like 140.
Yeah.
So the first person is Scarface. Second person was J-Dub that just said IV is 140. So
yeah, as for Netflix, you can see every single dip just getting bought up on this one. If it can maybe have like a 5-minute setup back down and towards this 1044, the 1050 now is like $20 a con. But this one, there's room up in towards 1062, which is at all-time highs.
He's gonna call out Apple here in a second, because that's when he's gonna jump into this trade and signal the group. So it's pretty cool because you can see the trade is setting up, and then they just basically talk through it and give you everything you need.
All right, keep an eye out on the 197.50 calls on Apple here. The 197.50 calls on Apple here. If Apple shows strength, I need a strong kind of candle confirmation that it is going to move to the upside with the reclaim of the 5-minute candle rule here, or 5-minute range here.
He's talking about.
Let's see what happens. Right now, we're kind of just chilling right at that level.
So as soon as this candle takes off, that's when he jumps in, and I got in a little bit late.
If SPY can break back above its previous day highs, which is your 521.60, this one has a clear shot back up and towards high of day, and that gap fell above. And beyond this candle closure, basically this 84% roll.
They almost sound the same.
Yeah, SPY looks decent as well.
That's Scarface.
For the reclaim.
And that other guy was J-Dub.
Yeah, be looking at the ES contracts here. If SPY can get candle close above its previous day highs.
Yeah, see, now it's about to take off. So he got in, boom.
Okay, yeah, SPY. I end up taking the ES on that candle close. Risk is going to be just a break underneath this 521. I want to see this push up in towards high of day and above to potentially that gap fill now. Apple looks good as well.
Yeah, I just took Apple. I just took the Apple 197.50 calls. 197.50 calls on Apple, looking for high of day and potential continuation with the market moving up. Apple reclaiming the 5.
So there you can see like he's signaling. You can tell like the level of like experience as they speak through like step by step as these trades, as these stocks are developing or taking direction, right? And they're basically calling it out. So that's what is like, I guess that's what's part of the significant reason that made me feel like really calm, you know, just having somebody right next to me, basically, not physically, but obviously, you know, psychologically, um, had played a huge role. So I felt really good. And you could see we did the pre-market prep. So we talked about this, you know, an hour before the market actually started. And that's pretty much the workflow. We have the pre-market prep where we discuss the stocks that we'll be looking into and what we expect to happen and what to, you know, prepare for. Either direction, either the price goes up or the price goes down, so it doesn't matter. We can make money in either direction. So yeah, man, that I was feeling pretty good about that. I just wanted to give y'all a snippet of what, you know, what I'm seeing or what I'm hearing, being participating with, you know, the Traders Lab, Scarface's Traders Lab. So it's pretty cool, man. I'm looking forward to the rest of 2025 to see how it shapes up. So other than that, yeah, Green Day for Tesla, excuse me, not Tesla, Apple, and had some, you know, thoughts going in like, what if this wicks out on me? You know, will I make it? Will this be deja vu? But nah, their calm baritone cuts right through. This is the spot, you know, and I can tell you, like, I'm feeling really good about this, man. Just FYI, just all in all, I'm just feeling really good about it. So I bought 3 contracts. I think the total was about like $1,100 or $1,200 for 3 contracts. I'm trying to get familiar with listening for the signals because I don't want to buy a bunch of contracts all at once where I miss the signal or misinterpret the signal. So I just want to, you know, follow this for like the next, probably starting May. I'll probably start scaling up, or at the end of May going into June. But once I get familiar with listening for the signals and identifying exactly, you know, when to get in and when to get out. So I'm just playing it by ear, playing it, you know, entering trades with a reasonable amount, you know, a couple of contracts, 1 to 5 contracts or something like that. Nothing too huge. But yeah, so in conclusion, tomorrow the plan scales up. We probably might trade Tesla. Will consistency snowball, or will tariff turbulence clip the gains? So I advise y'all to tune in tomorrow, man, for day 13 to see where the Scarface's playbook keeps anxiety at. My anxiety, y'all know I'm suffering from, you know, anxiety disorder, you know, stuff like that. So will it keep it at bay, or if the deficit drags our trader drags me back into red territory? So tune in tomorrow to find out. All right, y'all. It was fun doing this video. Till next video tomorrow, man. I'm dropping the mic right here. It's your man, Asa, man.